What are some stupid mentalities and mindsets that need to end? I'm being persecuted when I am contradicted. My daughter would loudly protest stop yelling at me when I would calmly tell her things she didn't want to hear. She grew out of it, but some people never do. Stop attacking me, we're having a debate, I'm attacking your opinion, that's kind of the point. Expecting everything instantly. Patience is a virtue. You're not going to die if you have to wait in line. What if it's an organ donation line? If something doesn't work 100% of the time, it isn't worth doing. People use this as an excuse to never do anything, or to deny others from trying. It's frustrating and holds us back as a species. Edited for explanation and to add quotes. 60% of the time, it works every time. Insert programmer here. If you don't listen to every song or know everything about a band, you are not a real fan. And how recent you became a fan shouldn't determine whether or not you are a proper fan. I developed the formula I'm not a huge fan but I like him/her/it/them, it works so far. Quitting is only for losers. If you try something and don't like it, why keep doing it? Why not allow yourself to switch to a better major or try a different sport or get a new job? I mean, don't quit everything once it gets hard, but why stay miserable for a quitter's never win mentality? Get a job you like. Do an activity you like. I read about it on the internet, therefore it's true. My grandma does this all the time to prove her argument and it always ends up being from some BuzzFeed article. Drives me fucking nuts. Or people will cherry-pick quotes and not include the contradictory/explanatory evidence in the next sentence. This but also with they said it on TV. My grandparents aren't huge internet users but they watch angry political talk shows like it's their lifeblood. At any given time they'll be watching some yelling guy ranting and raving, and if you ask to watch something else they're like, but we're being educated. There's nothing wrong with yelling and these guys may have a point in their rants, but it's often just people saying stuff without any evidence or further explanation, just this politician eats baby koalas, and my grandparents are like, can't argue with that. Broadcasting everything in social media. I have cut way back on my social media presence. There is absolutely no reason why everyone that I have ever met throughout my life needs to know every detail of everything that is going on in my life. Yep, some things should remain private. If you're not 100% with us, you're 100% against us. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Damn Stormcloaks. Assuming that people are not allowed to change their opinions or values over time, and judging people, famous or not, for comments made decades ago. Yes, some people have patterns of problematic comments and behavior and should not be ignored. But it also makes sense that, for example, a politician may have learned more about abortion or healthcare or what have you and be able to change their stance. We are not the same people at 25 and 50. Or that if you change your opinion based on new evidence that you are somehow dumb, weak, or your opinion no longer matters. Flip-flopper. He's a flip-flopper. It doesn't matter that changing your opinion to account for new information is the definition of a rational mind, he's a flip-flopper. You're entitled to speak your mind. You're not entitled to have people listen, comply, or care. Free to say what you want. Not free from the consequences. Edit, seems I struck a nerve. Thank you all for exemplifying exactly what was meant by the op and my response. I faced the consequences of my speech. I said what I believed and received many upvotes but also many people mocking and disagreeing. Both of which are consequences. I also was not arrested by the government, which is actually what the First Amendment protects. The people that say I'm just saying, it's my opinion, or I'm just speaking my mind sometimes act as if their words can't or shouldn't be challenged. I can fix this person who has hurt me many times. Yep, you can try as much as you want, but if those people themselves don't want to change, then there isn't much you can do. I don't get why people say I see something in them after their partner beats them. Like what, so you see? A rematch? That anything but perfection is a failure. Progress is often incremental and takes time. I have been struggling with weight loss for years, and this concept is something I am finally coming to terms with. That no matter how much I progress and regress, I have to look at the end goal. Little things may slow me down, but I just have to remember to try again, and not beat myself up mentally because I failed my goal. Do not let perfect be the enemy of good. Stop comparing traumas. It's not a fucking competition. Learn to have empathy and take care of each other's mental health. I'd also add not to compare stresses. At work I have been stressed the hell out for many reasons, but other co-workers just shrug off my complaints with the phrases, "Oh, you don't have kids or are not even in a relationship, what do you have to be stressed about?" Suffering Olympics. The customer is always right. Customers are idiots most of the time. When people post their opinion about something on social media and then say they don't want to debate, people who disagree will be unfriended, etc. I usually save them the step and delete them, but it still freaks me out that people are that unwilling to disagree, discuss, learn, etc. What's even the point of posting your opinion on a public forum, and then not engaging with it? My wife heard somebody do this in person at a conference talk. They stood up to give their talk and started by saying, "You're free to criticize anything I say, once you're outside and in your own time." I don't want to hear it, though. It's so incredibly intellectually weak. That just because someone is trying to help doesn't mean you can't tell them to stop. Edit, thanks for the silver kind stranger. You could even argue it's your responsibility to tell them to stop. Someone misinformed but well-meaning isn't going to realize they're not helping if you don't tell them. They'll be likely to repeat the same mistake in the future. I'm just trying to help. Gosh. If you don't post about a tragedy or support something on social media, you are okay with or don't support/care about said something. Absolute cancer. I don't like the long copy pastas that say a lot of edge stuff and at the end says, "If you don't share this, you obviously don't care." I'll be checking to see who my real friends are, and will be removing people accordingly. Good riddance. God, that reminds me of those social experiments they do on Facebook and shit. I can't change anything, so I'm not going to try it. It's been agreed the whole world stinks, so no one's taking showers anymore. Modest mouse. There's a worse version of this people use to justify laziness/apathy. Basically it won't completely fix it, so why bother? For example, recycling/electric vehicles/renewable power/veganism won't reverse climate change by itself, so it's not worth pursuing. Like, yeah, lots of complex problems don't have simple singular solutions. It's going to take more than one brick to build this house. Get on board. Alcoholism being romanticized. No, it's pretty terrible, to be honest. I feel like shit today. I want to stop drinking, but I know I'm gonna drink more today. r/stop drinking is a great place. Come visit. It's helped me immensely. Keep on trying. Everybody that doesn't get along with you or agree with you is toxic. People are starting to expect being around nobody but people that agree with them, like a constant feedback bubble on social media, but in real life. Back when I was still on Facebook, I used to see the same people, with clockwork regularity, doing the whole, well, time to cut the toxic people out of my life. And I would always think, didn't you just do that a month or so ago? And a few months before that, too? Has it never dawned on you the fact that there always seems to be an inordinate amount of toxic people around you? Have you tried some inward reflection, maybe? There is nothing wrong with separating yourself from people who you don't get along with. However, you should not do so simply because they don't share your opinion on some things. That if I change my mind or opinion about something, I'm being fake or phony. The view that you're good enough the way you are. I know that may sound strange, but no one's perfect and we can all change ourselves in a positive ways. This mindset does have its correct uses, such as coming out of an abusive relationship, but more and more I'm seeing it used to justify staying a worse person than who you could be. A motivational speaker, IQ, said that you should never compare yourself to the best, but compare yourself to you. From yesterday really changed my outlook on things. If you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. Sometimes someone's worst is an absolute deal breaker, and needing to cut ties and move on doesn't mean that that person doesn't deserve the good things that come from a better relationship. Also, you really have to have a best that is good enough to cancel out your worst for this to even be a mildly appropriate thing to expect. If you throw fits in public but you're stunningly attractive and a genuine, giving, caring, loving, extraordinary person the rest of the time, that's the kind of person this saying was meant for. If you act like a complete douche at your worst, but your best is nothing more than standard human decency, you're asking way too much. 10% of the time dedicated to charm and romance and 90% of the time dedicated to physical abuse just slips right through this filter. Mom, if 90% of the time he's dedicated to his worst, he doesn't deserve your best, worst, or mediocre. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.